welcome everybody to the third day of our symposium on simulation modeling into agricultural science. Where are we and where should we go next? Today is really a lot about where we should go next, but first we'll have some presentations from some of the leading figures in the field and to help us get set for the discussions that we'll ensure later. Today, Dr. Ritesh Mistry is associate professor in the health behavior and education department here at the School of Public Health, University of Michigan, and who is co-leader of our career enhancement core, who is really organizing the symposium. Will I guess moderate the discussion. So I'll let Dr. Mistry take over.
Great, welcome. Thank you, Rafael. Welcome everybody on our last day of our symposium. Thank you for being here and thank you for your participation on the previous days. As Rafael mentioned, today we're going to be looking forward. Last few days we kind of took stock on the tobacco regulatory science and the role of modeling in that specific field. We also talked about novel ways to generate model parameters, and we heard some really excellent presentations from our junior modelers that are working with us or are funded through our pilot funds program. But today we're going to take some time to look forward and think about how we may strategize meeting some of the modeling priorities and challenges in tobacco regulatory science as we look forward. So today, we're going to have presentations from a key federal partner and some of the leadership from our CAsToR T-Core site. And after, they're going to focus on some of the themes that came up throughout our discussions this last couple of days. And we'll discuss these themes in breakout rooms following the presentations by our speakers. And these themes include topics listed here. The first is, what are some key priorities in modeling in tobacco regulatory science? And then we'll also have a breakout session on training and capacity building in this field to bring in new researchers and younger researchers or experienced researchers into the field of modeling and tobacco regulatory science. Then we'll talk about the issue of timely transition. This is an important topic given the rapidly changing tobacco marketplace and the regulatory landscape. And then we'll talk about issues of modeling accessibility and collaboration, about sharing models and model parameters or model structures to enhance the field and the science. And finally, we'll have a discussion about engagement with the tobacco industry and if that's possible and what might be some safeguards and so forth. So we'll break out into these breakout sessions and then we'll come back together as a whole group to discuss what was discussed in the breakout sessions as a larger group. And following that, we'll have a panel discussion with key figures in the field of tobacco regulatory science, such as Dr. Abram, Appleberg, Cummings, Douglas, Hatsukami, Levy, Mendez, and Meza. And they'll reflect on what was discussed today and the prior days and help us formulate a plan as we think forward in this specific area of research. Session 5, Future Directions in Tobacco Modeling. Just to remind everybody, these talks will be 15 minutes each, and there will be no Q&A. And I'll give a verbal warning to the speakers at about 5 minutes, just to let them know that they have a few minutes to wrap up.